Hello, my name's Shrihan, and I'm going to show you this cool Halloween experiment, which is called slingshot bats. The materials are a pool noodle, paper plates, rubber band, film canister. So, get the film canister and poke a hole in the film canister and attach the rubber band in the film canister. Next, cut the pool noodle into a quarter. Then, cut the paper plates in half and attach both of the paper plates on each side of the pool noodle. Then, last, add the film canister inside the pool noodle. If you want to launch it, put your right finger inside here in the pool noodle and stretch the rubber band and release the pool noodle. The science behind this experiment is when you're stretching the rubber band, it's gaining potential energy. And it's coming from our human body. And when we're releasing the rubber band, the potential energy is converting to kinetic energy. And when the bird is flying, due to the air, the bird is able to fly. And I'll attach the video, I'll add more details in a YouTube video.
How do birds fly? Well, it mostly has to do with the shape of their wings and how they move them. When a bird flies, it flies through the air, and the air flows over and under the wing. If we look at a section of a bird's wing from the side, we see that it is big up front and then tapers off toward the back, kind of like an airplane wing. When talking about flying, this shape is called an airfoil. Now the air flows around the wing like water in a river. If you've ever been on a river, you'll notice that it moves very slow at the wide parts, but speeds up really fast when the river narrows. This is because the same amount of water that was in the wide parts now has to move through a much smaller space at the narrow parts. And so the air is just like several rivers flowing side by side past the bird's wing. The shape of the wing, the airfoil, makes it so the river of the air that flows over the top of the wing gets squeezed and narrowed. And just like a river, this air has to speed up. And the river of air that flows under the wing actually widens and slows down a little. Now imagine you are traveling down this river of air and you have a cannon on your boat. The airfoil is an island and you are trying to shoot it with your cannon. But you have to reload the cannon every time you fire, so you can only shoot it once every few minutes. If you are going really fast down the river, you will only have time to shoot a few cannonballs at the island. But if you go down the wider part of the river at a much slower pace, you will be able to hit the island with more cannonballs. This is kind of what happens with a bird's wing, but instead of cannonballs, it's the air that's landing on the wing. Because the air on top is pushing less on the wing than the air on the bottom, the wing gets moved upward.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.